everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap, and today I'm going to be making a fun Halloween soap, and we're going to do it, it's going to be confetti. We're going to be doing this is a neon orange from Stardust Micas. I believe it's called Orange Magma, and then this is activated charcoal from Crafter's Choice. We're going to start with the embeds. I'm going to be using my salad shooter, and the salad shooter that I recommend below comes with 2 of these. This one gives us the little tiny ones that are pretty uniform for embeds for confetti soap. This one gives us more of a slice. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use yet. I'm thinking I'm going to use this one just because it's something a little bit different. I think it might be a little fun. Our scent today is going to be Monkey Farts. This has a touch of vanilla in it, this particular one, but it doesn't have very much. Plus, it's going to be pretty much hidden in the charcoal, which is very dark, and it's going to be black actually. And our Orange Magma is going to be really dark too. And I've used this before, and I haven't had to use any vanillin or vanilla stabilizer in it, so it's a very small amount, 1.6%. I'm going to be starting off with 8 ounces of clear melt and pour soap, and I'm going to be starting off here with 8 ounces of shea butter melt and pour soap. This is not raw shea butter, it's shea butter melt and pour base. So let's go ahead and get these melted, and then we're going to pour it into our handy dandy pink mold, get everything mixed up, and then we'll go ahead and put everything into our square mold, which I'm not going to put any scent in that, because we need it to stay crystal clear, the base for that. So I'm going to be putting 5 mLs of Monkey Farts, because this is 8 ounces and 8 ounces, 16 ounces. My rule of thumb for my soap, for me, it may be different for you, is I use a 5 mLs per pound. So I'm going to be taking this dropper, which is a 3 ml dropper, and I'm going to pull up, you know, a couple of mLs here, a couple of mLs here, to equal 5 between these 2 soaps. So we're going to go ahead and get these melted, and we'll get started. Okay, and we are back. We have both of these melted down. What I'm going to go ahead and do is get my micas ready, or my charcoal and my mica ready. I'm going to pour a little bit of alcohol in here. And in there. We'll leave that open just in case I need it. I'll do the Orange Magma first. Okay, and we're back, and these have already set, so we're going to go ahead and unmold them. Just have them ready to go. And then what I'm going to do for the salad shooter is, I still haven't decided if I'm using the big one or the little one today, but regardless, I'm going to cut them in half. And I'm going to actually be putting them into this mold here, just to keep them all together. Now I want to show you why we use alcohol to disperse the mica. I don't know if you can see these little speckle spots. I didn't mix it thoroughly, so that's what happens. Usually if you just put mica into soap without really mixing it well with the alcohol first. It's not going to matter for this design, but a lot of people ask, why do you mix mica with alcohol before putting it in a soap? And this is why. This is what happens, is you get this speckle effect. It's not bad, but it's probably not what you want, or maybe it is depending on what design you're going for. Just so you know, that's what happened. So when I mixed the orange magma, I just was really quick doing it, and I noticed when I was pouring it was still clumpy. That's why I squirted a little bit extra alcohol in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our salad shooter out. Links to everything I'm using are down below. We're going to go ahead and cut this up, and then we'll go ahead and measure out how much we're going to put it all in here to see how much fills up. We're going to weigh it because I need to minus. This is about 20, but I think we know it's like 22 ounces. It goes back and forth depending on the density of this. So we're going to get it all shredded up. We're going to put it all in here. We're going to weigh it to see how much more soap I need, the clear melt and pour. I'm not going to pour the clear melt and pour until it's really low. I'm hoping to get it under probably 130. Probably 130 is about the best because I don't want these to melt at all, especially the black, because it'll get muddy in the design of the soap. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm not going to scent the clear melt and pour because I don't want it to get cloudy. I want to be able to see this design through it. So I think I've now changed my mind. I'm probably going to use the smaller one. We'll see. I'm gonna do both to kind of see what it looks like as far as which one of these attachments I'm going to use. I'll show it all on camera though. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our salad shooter out and get everything ready to go. Okay, so a couple house clean tips. I went ahead and shredded the rest of it. I'd already done this one, so I was pretty, I don't think you need to see the whole thing. You need to clean this out every couple of passes because it is soap. It will get gunky, and then of course unplug it first and then take everything apart, and just warm water will do it. I'm going to go ahead and I'll clean this out with just a warm cloth inside. So you just want to make sure you kind of keep that clean, because what happens is it'll start sticking to the side of the machine, and then it just won't be a great cut out. So this measured in around 7 ounces, and I know that as soon as I pour this, and I have about 13 to 14 ounces here, as soon as I pour this crystal clear melt and pour on it, it's going to sink. And I thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to make sure I have extra shreds here to go. So we're going to go ahead and melt our crystal clear melt and pour down. We're not adding any scent to it. And then we're going to go ahead and add it to our soap and then add this as needed. So let's get this warmed up and get ready to pour.